In the middle, in the green shirt, green checked shirt. Bali abantu management wanyutambuza gundi.
It's not a question, I'm suggesting that we pray before we begin.
Yeah, it's only fair enough on a Sunday. So can we have a volunteer? Someone could volunteer for us and pray for us so that we open up fully.
It's okay, let's pray. Heavenly Father, I want to say thank you because you have kept us at 8:15. We appreciate you for yesterday. The same Spirit, Father, today we pray for the rest of the same copy, Father. Whatever is going to be instructed, Father, we pray that, Father, lead us as we understand. And of God, the praise to you.
Amen. Thank you so much, Engineer, for that wonderful prayer. Yeah. Perhaps you let God know that I'm very sorry. Apologize on my behalf. So like I was asking initially, is the view very clear? Because I need everyone to be able to see on the screen. If it's not very clear, then we find a resolution to that.
It's copying.
I don't have anything. I want to add this in the. Okay, so we are going to continue. Yesterday, for those that were able to access the online map, let me check. My drawing didn't. I'm able to access that. Initiate. How many people were able to access the online map? Okay. So I promised that we are going to do the online version and equally the offline version. So the online version was an access of when you log into your Autodesk account. Then once you have our drawing edited, the drawing edit settings, and then you locate your category of the zone. Obviously it went to Africa, but it was Uganda initially, and then our zone in Uganda is 36 North for most projects, depending on where you're located along the equator. Then we turned on our maps. Turned on our area maps. So you let them generate. Okay. So you had something like that. So there were two approaches. There is one of the online access of the map. Then there is one of the offline where we're distributing the images. So the images for the project, you get them from Google Earth.
So I got them from Global Mapper.
You get them from Global Mapper. And then once you get them, obviously you're going to still use internet to load them. Then you download. If, for example, the version that you're using doesn't access the geolocation. For my experience, what I know is that from AutoCAD, the Civil 3D 2020 and above, they have that plugin inserted in for geolocation. But then other versions don't really have. Some of them have third party, but for those that don't have, usually now they go to GeoMapper, then you can be able to download those images individually. So for those, since we are using a higher version, there was this online option where you can be able to geolocate your information properly. And if you want it to stay within the drawing, then we use this option of capture area. Come here to capture area, locate your area. You like to retain within the drawing, you capture it. Now even if I turn off my maps, this area will be retained. Equally, once you click on the boundaries, you can download this image and then you can optimize the resolution by either going to find that means that will be downloaded in the highest resolution. The optimized is one that is almost seeable at a certain zoom extent variable. I usually prefer going to very fine so that the whole image downloads in high resolution. That's almost like a 4K resolution. So once I have this will permanently be saved within my my drawing. I think it's still loading. I don't know if I still have internet though.
Yeah, so I'm just putting it. It's still faint.
So as you recognize, there is an extent to which the quality of the image you can be able to download. Some of it is still faint. I don't know if it's just still loading or anything like that, but it's still faint. Now in the other third-party app, you can be able to restrict the resolution, probably to the highest resolution. That is almost to 8K or 4K. Here I think it could be limited either to 720 pixels or 1080p pixels. So once you can use a third-party application like GeoMapper, you can be able to extract those images. So that is the kind of option you're going to be having. So so that is option one. If you no longer need this image to be in there, you come and click on the boundaries, and then you just click delete, and then it will go off. Okay. So the other option is for locating your images. For those that have the image files, I know if you have the location, we can insert in the command called image insert.
Map insert.
Sorry, map insert. Sorry, map insert. That is the command. This command here up. You type in MAPII. The last I is an insert I, so it's map I insert. So once you type in that command, you can either click enter, or you can click on the command. So I'll go and look for my map. So I'll come to Bootcamp, then data, then I'll look for the images. So here I'm going to allow for all images, and these are the files we are working with.
Percent. Mapping. Double I in between.
Are we all there? Have we all accessed our images? Which file it is?
First go to recent.
So if you go to image, there is a last file, the last folder, which is called recent. You open that folder. So once you open that folder, some of the file type by default, like on my side, was already in Photoshop, so they don't show up. All you do is you click on the file type, then you go up to the last option, which allows for all images. So that is you're not restricted by the file extension, which is a different file type. So once you allow for all images, that means that they can easily capture all file types for any image. Okay. So once you've captured that, then we click on all of them. There are around 11 images. Then we open. Once you open, they will try to open up as quickly as possible. Are we there? Have you opened them? You have them visible in our drawing?
It's a much higher resolution. They cover all the points.
Not all of them.
You can add more. So go back. Go back. Let's go to mosaic theory. Then show a list, then you choose the two big files there.
That's not bad.
View, details, go to details, yeah. Then look for the big ones down, the two big ones. Those two. Yes, there's another one which is in between. Still that. Insert, you go to another folder, now which one it is exactly. Should be that one. Let's try that one. And this one, it is can be the one.
Guys, are we there? Do you have some images inside our...
Keep checking these ones. We'll get the right one.
We have about a few images. There are some that were missing around here, which we picked from a different folder. Yeah, the first ones that we picked in the recent folder, they were ending somewhere here, right? Yes. So there are others that complete the whole alignment, and they are hidden in different folders. So what you shall do, still type in map insert, mapper inside, I insert. Then you can go to mosaic. In recent, you had mosaic 1, mosaic 2, up to mosaic, I think 6. So you check on mosaic 5. Then what you do, once you open up the folder, you would right click somewhere that the file is not supposed to be highlighted. Then you go to view, then you go to details, so that instead of them displaying bigger icons, they can display the images with their details, because we want to identify which one is the biggest. So the mosaic 5, perhaps you can just type in perhaps mosaic 5, which is the biggest, the 6 MBs. Yeah, then you open that one. It represents this bigger one. Should be able to cover up that area. I had a question coming from somewhere there. Somewhere the question. Yes.
Which file do we say?
The mosaic 5 first. Now there is the folder that has the images. There are around multiple folders. We have the mosaics, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then there is recent. So you get out of recent, you go to mosaic 5. Then the image that we are using right now is the biggest image there. It's called mosaic. Yes, you choose that one and you allow that one to be imported in. So there's mosaic 3. You also go to mosaic 3. The last 2 images were extracted from mosaic 3. So you go to mosaic 3 and you choose the last 2 images. In my case, it's mosaic 3, part 0 and part 1. These two here. Can you be able to view them? Okay? Are we all there? Those that are a bit stuck, please, you can inquire more or ask for help. We have guys that are moving around that will allow you to be able to continue.
So Jacob. Let's pause. With the recording also.